Oh my god. Do you feel that? Do you feel that tingling, burning sensation all around you? That, my friends, is what they call hype. Hype embodied in the form of a brand new game they like to call Titanfall. What's up, ladies and gents? XcalPlays here, bringing you my first impressions of the Titanfall PC beta. I have definitely logged quite a few hours in this game. Most of it has been streaming, so if you're a regular Streamtown goer, you pretty much have seen most of what I've seen, but I've also played a little bit off camera as well, so I've got quite a few hours logged in under my belt, and you know, it is only a beta. There's not many tools out there just yet, so I feel like with the amount of time I've played, I've got a pretty good handle on what is available at this point in time. To sort of have a pretty good idea, and lots of people have been asking for my impressions on it anyway, so I am more than happy to do that. Because Titanfall has been an absolute blast to play. I went into it pretty much expecting nothing. You know, maybe hit it and quit it and be done with it, move on with the next thing, go back to Battlefield 4 or whatever. But I am pleasantly surprised. This has just been incredible to play. I'm sure if you've been watching the streams regularly, I am definitely a happy camper. Figuratively, of course, not literally. You know, I can't stand in one spot for too long. You guys know that, but I have been enjoying myself. It is, I mean, I went into it expecting nothing, and it's, wow, I'm blown away by how much fun I'm having. And I don't get frustrated either, even when I die to, stupid stuff, I might scoff at it here and there, but, the frustration, it's not a stinging frustration that, leads to anger and the smashing of things like playing Call of Duty Ghost does for me. And, Ghost. Well, speaking of Ghost, I've quit Ghost. I have no intent of ever playing it ever again, so if you're here just for Ghosts, I'm sorry, but it will not be making a comeback. I wish I could enjoy Falcon Punch, friend. Oh, I just turned him into Chaozu. Oh, it has Falcon Punches and you turn people into Chaozu. How is that not fucking incredible? Oh my god. Plus there's a gun that does it too, the Amp Spitfire LMG. Everyone you kill gets turned into Chaozu. And if you don't understand the reference, it pretty much means it turns them into bits and pieces and you can find them pretty much scattered everywhere on the ground. That is what turning someone into Chaozu entails. So anyway, what do I enjoy about this so far? Well, I will address this first. I've seen a lot of comments about this game, being like the bastard child of Call of Duty and next-gen Battlefield, and I can sort of see, like, when you're looking at it at first, on paper, it kind of seems like it. 6v6, fast-paced arena shooter, that's Call of Duty's realm of expertise, and then you have giant mechs walking around, like Battlefield vehicles, and that's pretty much where the similarities end. Because there's a lot more to Titanfall than just, fast-paced Call of Duty action with, a dash of mech warfare. This game is really, really fast-paced. Call of Duty, one of its calling cards is that it's supposed to be fast-paced. And let me tell you something, this game is a lot more fast-paced than any Call of Duty game I have ever played. The movement speed is ridiculous. You've got double jumping, you've got wall running, and keep in mind, when you're wall running, you get a speed boost, and it seems like if you can chain wall runs together, you get even faster. And people are not even utilizing wall jumping as much as I feel that they should be. If you look back at the very beginning of this video, I was at the B flag in 15 seconds flat. I wasn't the first one there, but that's because the enemy team spawns closer to it. I'm not really cool with that, but whatever. So far, at least as far as pub games go, doesn't really seem to make that much of a difference. But this game is incredibly fast-paced. On top of that, you have active abilities in the form of stims, which increases your movement speed even more, on top of giving you a little bonus in the form of health regen, but I like it for the movement speed. The movement speed is amazing. And you have a tactical cloak ability, which is good if you're trying to be sneaky. Not that great for close range unless you are out out of plain sight. There's some tricky stuff you can do with the cloaks, and I'm sure when they release the game, there's going to be a couple more active abilities to choose from. I'm not really sure yet. Don't quote me on that, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see even more. So we have active abilities. And what else do we have? We have burn cards, which I think is an interesting concept. I saw, like, the first time I used it, they were kind of like, someone made the connection that they're kind of like death streaks, and it's not really the case. You can spawn in with it right off the bat. And burn cards, what they are is it's a one-time use bonus that you can get that will last until you die. And there are some pretty swanky burn cards out there. They range from, you know, powered up versions of the regular guns that you can load out with, like the shotgun just turns into this fully automatic cannon of death, which every time I use it, I tear shit up. I love it. It's amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, he just got Sparta kicked in the fucking nuts. That's something that does need to be changed. The frontal Sparta kicking one-hit KO. I don't agree with that design decision. But there's burn cards for pretty much every weapon, from the handguns to the carbines to the SMG, and there's a couple of burn cards for weapons that are not, that you can't spawn in with yet, like the LMG. There's a grenade launcher that is an anti-Titan weapon, sort of like the War Machine from Black Ops 2. Keyword on sort of, because it is fully automatic. No trigger finger need not apply because it's simply just not necessary. And then you have all sorts of different assorted bonuses like increased movement speed in prosthetic legs, or you can spawn in with 40 or 80 seconds shaved off of your Titan respawn timer. It's a very cool concept. You can have 3 per game. You can use all 3 in a game if you do manage to die that much. But I wouldn't really call them death streaks. Oh, my friend, get a Shining Finger. Get that shit out of here. Shining Fingers and Falcon Punches and turning people into Chaozu. That is just incredible. Absolutely fantastic. It is so fun. This game is fucking cool. That is like the best way I can summarize it. Burn cards, very nice feature. Nice little buff. I mean, if you can stay alive, I mean, the amount of power you have in the form of the amped guns is just incredible. But I mean, it's one-time use. Once you die, you lose it. And in this game, it is very easy to die. So you know, it's not overpowering for sure. Well, I mean, it's overpowering to stay alive, but if you die, like Michael would, you're probably not gonna get as much use out of the auto shotty if you're not very good at staying alive. So it's I mean, on paper it's like the Bastard Child, but once you actually play it, you see it is definitely much different than any of those games have to offer. And I have to say, you know, when you think of Call of Duty, especially if you play it a lot, you know, you experience a lot of campers. It's too early to say in this game whether or not it will devolve into that. I hope not, but I don't think it will, at least not to the extent that Call of Duty has, because like the long range, killing someone from long range, it takes quite a few shots, and when you couple that with the insane movement speed, and God forbid if they're jumping and wall running all over the place, I mean, it can be pretty tough to hit people. And couple that, you know, increased movement speed and increased time to kill from range, there's really no benefit to really sitting in a window somewhere. The only sitting that I have seen people really do is people using sniper rifles, and thankfully no one has been really good with the sniper rifle. I tried it and I was just absolutely fucking pathetic with it, but that could just be me. I'm not a very good sniper at all. Sometimes I show flashes of brilliance, but consistently I am terrible. Consistently, see, that's the key word. You know, just because I can pull out a montage clip every now and then doesn't mean I'm any good at it. Try to take my word for it. Anyway, the most thing that I would consider that could be considered camping is maybe someone like sitting on, you know, defending a flag with a shotgun. That's the closest thing I've seen to camping so far. And you know, if he's defending a flag with a shotgun, you know, he's really not doing anything wrong, as annoying as it may be to me. into anyone else. You know, no one likes to die to someone sitting in one spot. But hey, he's playing the objective. More power to him. In the grand scheme of things, I really can't get mad at that. I will get annoyed, but I won't be mad. So that's the worst I've seen so far. The weapon balance so far. The weapons, they do what they're supposed to, and it does it well. Like the carbine, for instance, which is the gun I'm using. This would be qualified, I guess, the Call of Duty equivalent of an assault rifle. Great at medium range. Will do long range as well, pretty well, if you could hit them while they're moving that fast, on top of the increased time to kill. But it is just absolutely garbage at close range. It will get shredded by anyone with an SMG or a shotgun, as it should. So there's that. Shotgun, it's just an absolute monster at close range. I mean, this thing is just fucking terrifying. Absolutely terrifying close range. SMG, same way. Not as terrifying close range as the shotgun is, but it will do medium range a lot better than the shotgun can. So, I mean, it's first impression. Everything seems to be in order. I do have a couple of issues, though. The smart pistol, that's a big one. I did play around with it a little bit, and I will say, I feel I do kill people faster with just using regular guns. But mechanics like that, I feel, are really toxic to the overall gameplay. I mean, there are some situations where it shines, like if you're, head glitching, you pretty much have no chance to kill someone. And if you get the smart pistol unlocked to lock on even faster, I mean, there's just nothing you can do. Especially like if someone sneaks up on you, like more often than not, they're gonna kill you anyway. But if they were using a normal gun, if they mess up, you at least have the chance to, turn on them. But if they lock on you 3 times and they're behind you, you have no chance, and that's just stupid. I mean, it's an interesting concept, but it serves no purpose in a PvP multiplayer game. You need to ban it, get it out of there. And the bots, something definitely needs to be done about the bots, because they're fucking useless. The only purpose they serve is to decrease the timer on your damage core or the active ability for your Titan, and as kill fodder for attachments for your primary weapons on your pilot. It's like, why? I would like to see the bots improved, maybe, sort of fashion them in a MOBA sense, where, you have the bots pushing each other and they will assist you in capturing flags or destroying. Well, I guess there's no towers in this game, but they definitely do need to do more. Them being there is an interesting concept. It does add to the atmosphere for sure. Like chaotic giant battles without having 24 actual people in there. But they do need to serve a purpose. I mean, you'll be running around the map, and often some random room you'll have like 2 grunts just like duking it out melee style, and it's like, what is the point of that? And then, like, they don't do anything, Occasionally, they'll fire a rocket at opposing Titans, which is actually probably the most significant thing that they do that people probably aren't taking notice of. But I would like to see the bots improved, assist more in capturing objectives and all that sort of thing, but maybe there'll be more game modes for that. The smart pistol, ban it, get it out of here. Even though using regular weapons is probably more ideal, at least for me. It's just, I mean, auto aim, come on. just get rid of it. It's just gonna piss people off. Is at least with a regular gun, if they mess up, you have a chance to react and maybe turn the tide in your favor. So, and I didn't touch up on Titans a little bit, but Titans, what you see, it's pretty much an extension of a pilot. You get a couple of abilities. An active ability, or I shouldn't say an active ability, it's a well, I guess the damage core could be an active ability, but there's no cores to choose from yet. But it's pretty much an extension of a pilot, except it's more sturdy. And it's all very, very good fun. I highly recommend giving it a whirl. I will be picking it up myself. If you have a PC, I would recommend getting it on PC as well because mouse and keyboard is just too delicious, and it runs on the Source engine, so it should be very, very easy to run. It's very CPU lenient, doesn't use up much juice. So go ahead, look into it. It's good fun. I approve. I'll be buying it. And I'll be having tons of fun with it. Unless there is some absolute crap in the main game, which would make me sad. But only time will tell, right? So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, peace out. And feel free to share your thoughts as well, because I'm curious to see what the general population of my viewer base thinks of this as well. So hit up them comments, tell me what you think.